Peace, everybody. We here in beautiful, beautiful Rwanda. We're here talking with our good brother Robert. Robert here, be able to give people some insight on Rwanda, how to move around here. We'll get into that. And of course, my beautiful wife here, I have to introduce her. So anyway, Robert, we've been talking for days and some things we want to talk about here. But so when we got here, we got an Airbnb, and we'll show images of that Airbnb. Beautiful, beautiful place. My brother here, he's the manager of that. Is that what that is? You the host. And so first of all, we're gonna recommend anybody come here, come check out beautiful five-star Airbnb. Said it's what? This place is a what?
Oh, it's beautiful here.
5-star?
Oh yes, it's 5-star.
Describe it to me, why? Or describe it to our people.
Babe, don't make me.
It's just me and you. We're not on live. You know that.
It's a 5-star Airbnb in Rwanda, Kigali.
Same views up top, but nice little sitting area. Nice sliding doors. Oh, don't break it. But this is nice.
So today we're going to talk about the 9 or 10 areas of activity. So let's start out talking about economics.
First of all, thank you. You have been my good guests. I really thank you. You are so cool. It was my pleasure to host you. Talking about Rwandan economics, Rwanda is one of the fastest growing countries in economics. For example, what we call the GDP per capita is now above 1,000 US dollars. It's a milestone, and the economics of Rwanda depend on mainly on like 3 key sectors. First of all, tourism. Rwanda's tourism is one of the key factors that make Rwanda's economics growing.
Well, I have a question. So people coming who have U.S. dollars are coming from America,
Yeah.
or even European countries that have a higher currency.
Yeah.
How will the U.S. dollar or the euro allow you to have a better economic progress here?
Yeah, of course. Like other economies around the world, the US dollar here, like for example, with $1 US, you can have 1,300 Rwandan francs. Okay.
$1 US.
With $1 US. Okay. And when you come with dollars, it will be very good for you, because you can imagine, for example, with $10, you can go eat in a nice restaurant, and with for example with $500 here, you can afford like a monthly rent in a house as big as 3-bedroom in Kigali, with a nice neighborhood.
And so what we'll do, we just came to another Airbnb. So you think this Airbnb here would be, if a monthly rental, would it be similar to this size or smaller? Or?
So here, when you come here in Rwanda, you have to know like 2 things in your mind. The places with furnished places. Furnished places are a little bit expensive, but when you are coming to to Rwanda for a long time, like let's say 1 year, I would advise you to take a house with no furnitures, and you can equip it yourself. You know.
So you save money that way.
Yeah, you save a lot of money, and when you want to go back, it will be very easy for you to resell those furnitures.
So
I have a question for you, Robert. So, so like my husband said, we stayed in. This is now our second Airbnb. So now we're at a compound, I would call it, and it's a single home. It's probably an older home, but it would be perfect for a family. It's like on half an acre, plenty of space. But we stayed in I would say a upscale, luxurious kind of condo apartment previously, the one that Robert hosted. So if I wanted to come rent that space, how much would that be on a monthly basis?
Oh, are you saying the same space?
Yeah, where we just left.
Yeah.
What would that cost?
Oh,
This is a 5-star.
it will be it will be just 1,000
Oh,
US.
1,000 US.
Yeah,
Which
it's,
is-
it's around $30 a month.
Oh,
Yeah.
a day.
A day.
A day, sorry.
Okay.
A day.
And that's very affordable
yeah.
coming from where we come from.
And then this
And
space,
given the, you know,
and then this space is more like 500 a month,
yeah,
minus the furniture and furnishings.
yeah,
Okay.
like this one can be like less than 500
Okay.
minus the furnitures. For example, if you come here for 1 year or 2 years, to be you can get a house as big as this at $500.
Oh wow. This
So
is
very affordable.
absolutely
Very affordable.
Yesterday we went to a very nice restaurant. We had a full appetizer, salad,
Yeah.
soup, whatnot, and it was probably
Four-course
about,
meal.
Yeah,
Four-course
yeah,
meal.
probably
Easy.
about $40 US.
Rwanda relies on in terms of economy. Like we have, I think you have seen the weather here, the climate. So agriculture here is one of the key factors of economic growth. Like we have a nice coffee. I hope you have tasted it. We have like more than 100 different types of coffees, and we export them. And one of Rwandan coffee is among the best coffee in the world.
Going on this, but I know you had said 3 factors.
Yeah.
So tourism, agriculture. What is the third factor?
Another third factor is okay. Let's say it's a policy, which is it's called a citizen-based policy to empower the citizens.
That's good. That's good. All right. So number 3, let's talk about entertainment.
What is there to do around here? I mean, people, is there a nightlife?
So in Rwanda, there's a lot of entertainment. For example, the nightlife is so vibrant. You know, there are nice clubs, nice restaurants, nice bars. You know, Rwanda wants to be a sports and entertainment hub in Africa. That's why we have different facilities. Like last time we were hosting Boys to Men were here, Kendrick Lamar was here.
We have a lot of American
Yeah.
entertainment.
Yeah, and even all African superstars are always here. We have the facilities, different facilities. We have the arena. I think we will have time to visit it.
You have an NBA Africa. Can you tell a little bit about that?
Yeah. First of all, there is a partnership between Africa and NBA. It's an initiative. The NBA Africa is an initiative of NBA to expand basketball in Africa, because in Africa there are many talents. You know, there are many talents in basketball, so they wanted to maybe to detect those talents. And currently the leader of the CEO of NBA Africa is a lady from Rwanda.
Here?
So yeah, which is
Someone wants to come here and build a house. Let's start there.
Yes.
Is it economically feasible, or would it be too extremely expensive? What would the labor look like in order to build a home here? A modest home.
Yeah. First of all, as a matter of fact, Rwanda is a small country. First of all, the land is a little bit expensive, but it depends on where the land is. For example, the land inside the city or outside the city, the prices are not the same. But building a house is not expensive, but buying a land is what makes it expensive.
Buying the land, probably the materials.
Yeah, materials are not. For example, you can with 15,000 US dollars, excluding the land, you can build a modern, nice house.
Wow.
15,000.
15,000.
Excluding the purchase of the property.
So let's say the plot can a nice plot not far from the city. Let's say 10,000 USD. So with 30,000 US dollars, you can afford a plot and build.
Yep.
25.
Y'all hear that, fam? 30,000.
Yeah.
30,000. Okay. All right.
But we still.
But that's in Kigali.
Okay.
If it's not in Kigali, it becomes
Reduces the price.
Yeah, it becomes cheaper.
Okay.
Most of people work on construction sites, as you see the constructions everywhere. They just earn between the lowest, like let's say the lowest is now 5,000 a day.
Per day.
Per day.
Still pretty low, but
Yeah,
better
but
than.
with
So what's that in dollars?
With 5,000 here, you can afford 2 meals. Not in a restaurant, but when you go to the local market, and you buy if it's rice or potatoes or
So what does that translate into dollars? 5,000.
or let's say $5.
So about $5.
Yeah.
So I find that to be a common trend, at least in the places we've been. Politics. How's the politics here? We in America, if we Google it, we'll find out that Rwanda is, from Mzungu's white perspective, that the president is a dictator. Can you tell us how much love and aspiration that Rwandans have? And I could see the great progress in what the president has done, despite all of the turmoil that's happened over the last 30 years. Yeah. But can you explain to me or to the viewers how you guys feel towards your political party and the good that is done?
Yeah. Given what happened in Rwanda 30 years ago, genocide, it's like we Rwandan people have learned a lesson to know. We know where we have been and where we are and where we want to go. We have experienced the worst, as you have seen it. So, given that history, they say there's for example, for me, I don't know the characteristics of a dictator. As long as I work, I earn, I do what I want. I just go out whenever I want. I just go home whenever I want. I just wake up whenever I want. So, first of all, for us, what we need is when you have peace, when you have safety in your country, as you have said, you have seen it on Google, but me from my own perspective, as I don't see any kind of dictatorship.
Well, I have to add this in. Africa always gets a negative stain So, you know, we can't just, you know, when you outside, even maybe inside Africa, but Africa is always shown in a negative light, and it's not that way.
Yep.
It's not that way. So you also said they have government programs that they do here to help the poor.
Exactly.
Can you talk a little bit about that?
First of all, the way the government's institutions are organized, they just go down till the group of 10 houses, 10 or 15 houses. Each 15 houses, they have a leader in
The community.
The community, you know. And in that community, the leader is in charge of
What's needed.
who needs it the most, you know. So that leader is the one to give the report to the people who are most vulnerable. First of all, there is a program of when the elders they get married. There are some age on which you reach. I don't know if it's 70, and you start earning. They just pay money per month. But when you are poor, while you are not that old, there are some government jobs that they give. Like, for example, you have seen people cleaning the streets. Where, for example, if they are just government constructions like roads, you know. So those people, because they are most prioritized people, but they don't. They just have like a scale.
So the government helps.
Yeah, helps. It even gives houses for free.
Oh, that's good. I mean, so
for people who cannot afford it.
we are told in America, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
that there are no social programs, and clearly they have social programs depending on what country you go to. Now, every African country doesn't have these same type of social programs,
Yeah.
but from what we've been able to see here, the government seems to do very well, and I'm impressed. I'm highly impressed with how the government has orchestrated and have done positive things for the Rwandan people, and even when it comes to investment for foreigners, things like that. Man, it seems to be a very good place.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna get to a touchy subject.
Okay.
Hopefully we won't stay on it too long. Wife, do you want to introduce it? Because some people may want to know, some people may not want to know, but you know, we'll talk about it. We like to talk about some things that are uncomfortable on this channel.
Yeah.
But real quick, I just wanted to touch on the main concern here.
Okay.
A lot of people hear about corruption in Africa, which, like my husband mentioned,
yeah.
it's a stain that everyone thinks that if you come to Africa, there's going to be this corruption. But we've learned something different in Rwanda. So I just was hoping you could talk a little bit about that.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, corruption. One of the things that the government has put effort in fighting is fighting corruption. For example, I can be caught in a traffic offense by traffic police. As normally it's when I have a ticket of 25,000 Rwandan francs, let's say $25. It would be very easy to give him 10,000, and he just leaves me alone, and I just go away. But that was one example. But all the policemen are equipped with video cameras, so there is no way you can bribe. If as you who have been touring Africa, you know how easy it is to bribe a traffic police officer. But imagine if it's not possible to bribe a police officer. Imagine in other sectors. We have seen different even high personalities here going to jail because of just a simple case of bribe. At least you can see that the government has made
An effort to stop.
fight it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you report someone, the someone for just like for if it's a government official, or there are specific institutions to receive the claims of corruption.
That's good.
We come from in Kenya, it is corruption. Bribery is a big thing. So, and I would tell people who would want to come to Kenya to say, hey, that's something that you should know about, that the corruption is there. But here, the corruption is nowhere near at the level. And also, I'll throw this out too. In America, as my American brothers and sisters, but we can't bribe the police.
Yeah.
It's just impossible. You bribe the police, you got another charge.
Exactly.
So I think Rwanda is doing
But
a good
it's
thing.
corrupt.
It is corrupt. It is corrupt. You just can't bribe the police right there when they pull you over. It is extremely corrupt.
Yes.
It is not a beacon of morality.
Exactly.
So
How about religion?
Simply 90% Christians, 10% Muslims.
How
It's
about sex? And when I say sex, I mean probably gender dynamics.
Rwanda is among the most, I was going to say gender sensitive countries. Gender equality is a big thing here in this country. For example, there are just numbers. We have 64% of members of parliament are women.
60%.
64%.
64.
Yeah.
So women play a great role in how Rwanda is developing.
Yeah, and women are empowered in this country, and there is a specific institution which deals with gender-based violence.
Yeah, you're telling us about that.
Yeah.
That's what we would call domestic violence back in America.
So, girls are empowered, women are empowered. I think it's known. It's known wherever you can search it. Rwanda is among the countries which are.
If you have some emergency or dealing with a health issue, maybe you can talk about health here, the healthcare industry,
our 911 here is 112.
Okay.
That's our 911. Yeah, it's a police number, but when you call that number, they direct you. Is it a violence? Is it a road accident? Is it
Well, in case someone, maybe it's a older person that may suffer maybe a heart attack or something. How is the healthcare here?
Are there ambulances?
Yeah, there are ambulances, and private hospitals and public hospitals. Almost in every place. Almost in every place there is just a private hospital.
So healthcare is easy to get.
Yeah, and there are even on those 10 houses I told you, there is someone who is trained, who has basic trainings to for example, to check if someone has a fever,
Medical training. They have basic
yeah,
medical training.
For
every 10 homes.
Yeah.
And that's nice.
If there's a pregnant woman, those people are there to assist in health issues.
We won't go into it here, but I know you also mentioned there's programs that help Rwandans that are low income that can't afford to go, and everyone in the community contributes to that. It's almost like a tax.
Yeah, like a health. You're saying that.
Yes, it's called. It's famously called the mutuelle de santé. It's.
I can't say that.
It's a French. It's called. That's like.
Maybe it's like our Medicare system. I think.
In America, I think in US it's how can There's
It's probably Medicaid,
Medicare.
Medicare.
Okay,
You know,
okay.
that's for lower income people.
Evil, yeah. So here you contribute everyone, except people who have like other insurances. You have to pay 3,000 Rwandan francs a year. It's
Now,
like
this is for
three-
the local people.
$3, yeah, $3 a year.
And that
For-
seems
for-
affordable.
That's yeah, $3 a year. And when you have a problem, you just only pay 10% of the whole price.
Man, that's very good.
Yeah.
So for foreigners, let's say I'm
For
here right
foreign-
now and
yeah.
I slip and fall
For
and break my
foreigners,
leg.
For foreigners, I advise to just visit the local insurance companies.
get insurance.
Yeah, it's so affordable. There are many insurance companies here. So by the way, I urge Rwandan visitors to just apply for Rwandan citizenship.
Y'all hear that?
Yeah.
So a lot of Black Americans see Rwanda as a viable place to come and move. What are your thoughts there?
Myself, I have hosted more than let's say five couples,
Black Americans?
Black American couples who wanted to just to see if they can settle here.
Mhm.
And by the way, Rwanda is a very welcoming country, you know, and especially when you are Black, you feel at home. No one is going to
Yes.
even notice if you are not
Yes.
the local, because
Until you start talking.
yeah.
Once you start talking, then they're like, oh, hold on. He's
Yeah,
not from here.
And it's for me. For example, we have many Africans who are coming here. There are different things they like about Rwanda. The safe. I only see guns
On television?
On like, for example,
Oh, the soldiers.
and police officers. So the safety, the weather also.
The economic ability with your dollar.
Yeah, the way I think you should visit the Rwanda Development Board. You will see different sectors in which you can invest. As I told you, with the $50,000 US, you can come and settle here. You can build a house and start a small business here.
With 50,000.
With 50,000.
Man, that's affordable.
Yeah.
Is there like a particular neighborhood or area where you would find Black expats, or do you have any information on neighborhoods that would be good for expats to visit?
Oh, there are different neighborhoods. I can say no specific neighborhoods, but almost the whole country is.
So you're free as a Black American to travel anywhere
yeah,
and feel
anywhere,
comfortable. and feel
anytime.
comfortable.
No one
And
can-
safe.
Yeah.
Okay. You have any advice for first-time visitors? Like, what would you suggest? Is it
Alright.
tourist attractions? For first-time visitors.
All right. For first-time visitors, make sure you have a Rwandan currency, or you have a card with you.
Credit card or debit
Credit
card?
card or the debit card. Okay, that's one. That's the first. Also, make sure you have a local SIM card.
Yes, I've been having a problem with that.
Okay.
I
And those
can't-
are two things you can do at the airport. So you get off the airplane, you go to the ATM, get some francs, right? And then you can also then visit the MTN
The local service here that provides internet.
and buy a
It's on
SIM
the
card.
airports. Yeah. Another thing, make sure you have one contact person.
In case of emergencies.
Who is going to like for a few days.
Also, our contact person, we just found this out. We've been here for days. Our contact person is Robert. We just found that out. So we got a problem. Robert, help us,
Yeah.
please.
But we've been calling him the whole
Yeah,
time.
we've been calling him
anyway.
all the time. He's been a great help.
Yeah, it's right.
So that's good to know. Have someone that you can contact in case you need any
Yeah,
assistance.
Exactly.
Okay, that's a good thing.
Others, nothing special. if there are apps of restaurants, there are apps for taxi cabs. Whatever you can need. There are those numbers to call. There, you cannot have a problem. We're in our culture. We are so welcoming. If you see a stranger lost, you feel obliged to help us.
And, sorry.
I was gonna ask about weather. Like, do you have 4 seasons or 2 seasons? When is the
What's
good
the best time to
come?
travel?
I think summer. Our summer starts. It's between it's between June to November. June, July, those are nice. June, July, August. Because August, September, yeah. Even in October, because it starts raining in December, and it stopped. Like we are in January. You see how rainy the sky is.
So what season is this considered? Here at this moment, it's January 2024. So is this rainy season? Is it the end of summer or beginning?
It's a rainy season. It's a rainy season, but it is going to end by this month. The rain will come again in April.
Okay.
If this ends, that the season, the rainy season is going to come again in April and April and May. From June, it's what we can call summer.
And I will say this: we're standing here right now. If you're coming from America, especially below 0 temperatures at this time of year, snow, oh man, this is heaven. You will not be upset about. I mean, it doesn't rain much. A light rain since we've been here. It's not torrential thunderstorms. You have to build a Noah's Ark and float away. You don't have that problem. But at this time of year for us, it worked out.
Robert, thank you for your time today. You
Thank you,
gave us some
guys.
good insight on Rwanda.
Guys, come to Rwanda. It's a nice place. It's worth visiting.
And
Yeah, guys,
we'll leave below in the comment section how to get in touch with Robert if you happen to be here, or you may know family and friends that planning on visiting. We'll leave his email so that way he won't be severely harassed, but people who are not serious. But yeah, for anybody want to get in contact with him. And what we're gonna do now is apparently there's maybe a storm that may be blowing, and we're sitting outside, but we're gonna go get something to eat.
Yeah.
We're getting hungry, so thank you guys.